Today here we are finishing the top deck. All the beams are all put in already. I want to show you a couple things what they've done over here. What they do on the beams here is he'll go around, like I said, he'll mark every beam 16 on center or 12 on center. Over there by the kitchen is 12 on center because the kitchen loads a lot more. Because you got tile, you got all your kitchen stuff and a lot of action going on over there. So you know what, 12 on center is really nice. Also what's going to happen over there too is that we're going to actually double up some beams over there to even give us more support. With 12 on center is unbelievable amount of support. Also, when we laying this whole thing out, we also think about toilets. And if you see over here on the top, there's an extra span, they're tight, and then they span across the bathroom going there. We want to make sure that our toilets are laid out so we don't have a problem with the toilet flange drain hitting one of our beams. So we make sure we put that right in the middle. So, you know, there is planning to do before you lay out all these beams. It's not just throw them all together and everything's good. There's also solid flush micro layers under there. You can see some solidness right by the plane over there. And a solid beam over there. And that solid beam is going to be a bearing load wall that's going to go straight up from top to bottom, right on these beams down here with our steel beams. So that's very important too. And then you can see also they doubled them up over here too. They're putting them in. That's another solid beam over here because this is our stairwell is right over here. That's what we want to look at over there too. So these are the first ones you put down, right, Wes? So what did you end up doing? You straighten these out, I see. You put marks down here?
You pull your 16 on center, make sure none of your beams are bowed. It keeps everything straight through. Everything is glued and then nailed with a ring shank nail.
Okay, so we set all those up. So our first board is really the most important, and we want to make sure that we have this all straight. So as we carry these through, like you said, they don't
all stay straight.
Like that. All right, and then we're going to grab a piece over there, and let's see. Do you put them all together? How do you slam them together?
Yeah, you want to lap. You want to use this. Your next one goes 4 feet each way, so you're not have your seam on the same beam all the time.
And what does that usually
do? It keeps it stronger. This way your seam isn't always on the same beam
together. Okay.
And it also, with the tongue in the groove, the tongue goes in this groove, it spans that and gives it a little more rigidity.
Let's check it out. See if we can get that piece put in. We're using 3/4 inch?
3/4 inch tongue and groove.
Any side will do? I guess it's not better on any side?
Yes, it's one side is better.
Okay.
If you look at it, you can see that this is got your stamps on it on this side.
A lot more knots.
A lot more knots. You go to this side, it's very smooth.
Oh, okay. So that's important too. And what do you put that there for?
So I don't break the groove on that side.
Oh,
if you stand here like this, Mark,
sure,
I'll bang it in.
Wow.
Perfect. As you can see, it ties together in here, and there's no sagging at all.
So then it also leaves us a little side over here. That's why you make sure it's centered. So everything's 16, so we make sure that we have this another spot for you to nail onto. So the seam nails right in the middle.
Correct. Make sure that this is even. Your seams are nailed 6 inches on center, and the field is nailed at 8.
So our layout is like really important. Always preparing. You know, when you sit here and you prepare everything, it's the most important, because if the layout doesn't work, you're not going to be perfect. You'll be cutting all your boards all the time.
Right. Which will weaken the structure and is not cost effective.
All right.
Before you nail it in, you mark 16s again to make sure you're staying straight.
Right on here. How many sheets of plywood is going to take for this deck?
Somewhere between 80 and 85.
So it'll take you the rest of the day to do it?
Now we should be done by 2. Ready to snap out for shoes and plates.
All right, that's great. So, you know, let's let them go to work. Let's get this down, and then we'll go next stage is really to get onto the shoes and plates to mark out exactly where all the walls go and everything, and we'll talk to Wes when we get ready for that.